What is this? Are you a dream, a fantasy, a recollection spawned of my own dead mind? Yes, you are that, but you are more too. I know you, Spirit Eater. You are an irony that walks, two fates bound together, both severed and incomplete. And you have brought others, cast-offs, discarded souls such as this priestess. She is of the higher planes, tinged with Kalimvor's blind philosophy, salted with the wretched tears of Ilmater's pity. Are you here because Ilmater has now done as Kalimvor did?
I followed a path to reach here, Myrkul, led by the one before you. That is all that need be said.
Perhaps the one who leads you, or is it two? Perhaps the devourer of spirits has a voice in the matter, if your crusade has not bored your leader's spirit as it has mine, Forsaken One. And this one, he is bound for my wall, as the Coven said, no?
If the wall remains there when death comes for me, I shall crack it from within.
Braver and stronger tried spawn of hags. Despite your ego, the universe does not bend to your whims, and it is I who set the rules long ago. But you still do not believe in gods or faith, even as you look upon my corpse. But I suppose to believe in one such as me. To you that is a death of a different sort, and no less painful than dying within my wall of the faithless. And what other detritus clings to you, Spirit Eater? The Red Woman, she has been here before. All that she is now, she owes to me, and to you, Spirit Eater.
Your memory is fading faster than your name, old god, and you're wrong on 2 counts. First, I have never been to the astral realm before this moment, so this is not a reacquaintance. And second, I owe you nothing.
But you stood before me just a short time ago, Red Woman, burning with rage and love in equal measure. What a shattered thing you have become, as ignorant of your own nature as the one who leads you. If only your beloved had accepted my judgment of you, your suffering might have ended long ago. Spirit Eater, speak, and tell me what has brought you to this boneyard of gods. Did you step through a portal without knowing where it led? We are between the planes, Spirit Eater, in a crossroad of sorts. An infinite sky where sensation and dream are sharpened to an edge. And a charnel house for gods who are dead. An easy place to drift and sleep. A kinder death than millions that I condemned. But then, the planes do not promise justice, do they? A god does not easily die. He lives in the fears of him which linger on, in the doubts that he is truly gone, and in the suffering of those whose lives he brought to grief. Yes, Spirit Eater, even your suffering sustains me. Every anguish that you sow, you unknowingly dedicate to me. Every mortal who cowers or cringes at your name, they are also cringing at mine. With every such pain, the embers of my soul burn a little brighter than before. Two fates, yes, of the hero who plied the sword coast. I awoke in a barrow soaked in blood. I know little. But the other, the betrayer Akashi, he is just as I left him. He is empty now. A ravening void that seeks always to fill itself up, to regain what the wall took from him. So he steals what he lost. A face, a body, a name. These are a mask to be worn for a time, until they are also devoured by his unending hunger. Yes, a man whose crimes against the plains were unsurpassed, and I devised a fitting punishment to match them. The betrayer's hunger was bored in the wall of the faithless. I placed him there and watched as his mind slowly drained away. His thoughts, his memories, these were torn from his grasp. One by one, emptiness filled him, the hunger of the wall. But before the wall could consume him completely, I tore him free, so that his suffering, his emptiness would linger eternal. Was it then? I said those things, yes. If you are so clever, Spirit Eater, then make your point. Ah, Spirit Eater, what a sure wager you were. And of all the masks, you are the first to know what you truly are. Two faces bound together. One betrayed my faith, the other never worshipped me at all. The irony is deep and worthy of a god's devising. Oh, it was no matter of choice. The betrayer has become an empty, mindless thing. When he devours one mask, he simply waits for the next to appear. Perhaps you blundered too near, or perhaps he lay in darkness, trapped and forgotten, and someone gave you to him. Only love could be so cruel, I think. Oh? You have seen delusions, perhaps, the spawn of your desperate mind. Nothing remains of the betrayer's mind or self, else he would not be the ravening empty beast that he is. I made a place for Akachi in the wall of the faithless. Your soul has gone to fill it. When the betrayer's hunger finally consumes your body and mind, then your soul will dissolve into the wall, and you will be no more. To reclaim your soul, to tear it from the wall, only in that impossibility might you find your salvation. But how to assault the city of judgment? Unless you were to follow a road already prepared. Have you not laid eyes upon my vault in the shadows of Malsentir? Akachi defiled my sacred place, built a doorway in its depths to connect the living world with the kingdom of the dead. You have seen that doorway in your dreams. Its key is a sword, a silver blade that knows you well. And now the sword awaits you, fully forged in the sanctum of one who loves you. Everything in place, almost as though it was planned this way from the start. I will let you discover that little morsel on your own, Spirit Eater. I will not be there to enjoy the moment, but just knowing it must occur is amusement enough. Use the blade to open a gate, assault the city of judgment, and tear your soul from the wall. Finish what Akachi began. Your captains have waited long for your return. When the gate swings wide, they will come like loyal hounds, tongues lolling from their mouths at the very thought of a new crusade. The fallen angel, his wings dark now, their luster surrendered for you. The dragon, bound by a debt that she cannot repay, and the lich, craving the answers that lie beyond the gates. But to whistle up your dogs, Spirit Eater, you will need the blade. Only 2 portals provide passage from this drifting cairn of mine. One brought you here, the other will lead you to the sanctum where the blade and your ally await. Go quickly, Spirit Eater. If you would look upon her face, you will not be her only visitor today. Will it? You may spare your soul the agony of the wall, but Akachi will live on. His hunger was born of the wall, born of emptiness. You cannot destroy that which is empty. The Spirit Eater will live on, as will I. In everything you do, Spirit Eater, you stoke the embers of my soul. Only that your ally is as great an abomination as you, Spirit Eater. As long as she walks free, my loyal hound will give chase and run her down. Therein lies another irony, Spirit Eater, though you may not fully appreciate the taste. Not yet. I speak of Ahriman, the brother of Akachi. You saw him in your dream of the gate, saw him for the priest he once was, who served me at his brother's side, and turned against me at his brother's whim. He chose his brother over his god, but in his brother's defeat, I showed him mercy. He saw his error and repented on his knees. By my decree, his body does not age, nor will it, until his quarry is brought to ground. His faith in me sustains him. Belief is the currency of the plains, Spirit Eater, as your little dove will tell you. Ah, Spirit Eater, perhaps some part of Akachi does still linger in your mind. You know me as he once did. Yes, I ensured that Ahriman would not betray me again. I set a guess upon him and imprisoned his soul in the City of Judgment, a hostage, until such time as he sends your ally's soul to its rightful place. It lies in the fugue plains still. The decree of a god is not so easy to change, and Kalimvor is loath to reverse any judgment, lest he be seen as too human, too weak. And your ally's very existence breaks his law as well. Your quest is an unmatched amusement, better fare than any mama's play. And like any good piece of theater, it glorifies its author, he who gave the actors their parts for all to see.